I brought together two of the most powerful gods in history for an insane divine showdown. But what if I told you their rivalry isn't what you think it is?
To understand this, you have to meet the Contenders, not as good guys and bad guys, but as the insane cosmic forces they are. First up, we have Sango. And get this, before he was a god, he was a real-life king. Not just any king, but arguably the most formidable Alaafin of the entire Oyo Empire. This guy was a total beast. He wasn't peaceful like the brother he replaced. Sango was a warlord, and his 7-year reign was just non-stop military campaigns, expanding the empire. His end was wild. He literally blew up his own palace with lightning by accident. So he was deified, becoming the Orisha of thunder, lightning, fire, masculine power and dance. His main symbol is the Osei, a crazy double-headed axe that represents swift, insane justice that hits from two directions at once. When Sango acts, the whole world knows. His judgment is a lightning bolt out of nowhere, a clap of thunder that literally shakes the ground. He represents a kind of justice that is visible, instant, and absolute. And then there's Esu. You guys, listen up because everyone gets this wrong. Thanks to some bad translations ages ago, people tried to say Esu is like the devil. That is 100% false. Esu isn't the god of chaos just because. He is the Orisha of the Crossroads. We're talking choices, communication, and insane consequences. He is the divine messenger, the guy you have to go through to get your prayers and offerings to the other gods. Seriously, a lot of people believe that without Esu, all communication with the gods would just stop. No ritual would work, nothing. He isn't evil, he's ambiguity. He's the random detour on your road trip, the pop quiz you didn't see coming, the one tiny choice that spirals into a massive, life-changing event. Esu doesn't create chaos, he just reveals the chaos and weakness that was already hiding inside of you. So, if they aren't enemies, what's the deal? You can think of it as a crazy look into Yoruba morality, and it's built on a few core ideas. At the center of everything is Ashe, this divine life force that makes things happen. It's the power to create, to change, and to literally speak reality into existence. A sacred energy flowing through everything from gods and people to rocks and rivers. But here's the catch. Every single thing you do comes back to you. The Yoruba worldview has this deep belief in consequence, a kind of cosmic karma where every action, good or bad, finds its way back to you. It's a philosophy that makes you think 10 steps ahead, because justice isn't just something you hope for, it's a 100% certainty. This is where the roles of Sango and Esu get insane. Here's a way to think about it. Esu presents the test, Sango delivers the verdict. Now that's not some ancient quote, but it's the best way to get their team up. Esu, being the master of Crossroads, puts choices in front of you. He drops you in these tricky situations that force you to show your true character, your wa. And once you've made your choice, once your character has been put to the test, Sango represents the earth-shattering consequence that comes next. To show you just how wild Esu's role is, there's this insane story, the tale of the two-colored hat. The story goes that there were two best friends who were literally inseparable. They worked in fields right next to each other and swore they'd be brothers forever, thinking nothing could ever break them apart. One day, Esu decides to put that to the test. He makes a hat that was black on one side and a different color, sometimes white or red, on the other. Then he just walks down the path right between the two friends. He says hi and just keeps walking. Later that day, the first friend says, "Did you see that guy who walked by? What a weirdo, wearing a black hat on a day this hot." His friend, looking totally confused, shoots back, "What are you talking about? His hat was obviously white. Are you seeing things?" The first friend got defensive. "I saw it with my own 2 eyes. It was black. Are you calling me a liar?" "No, you're the liar, or you're going blind. The hat was white," the other one screamed back. The argument went from confusion to insults to a literal fistfight. These two best friends, who swore they were loyal forever, were trading punches over the color of a hat. Watching from a distance, Esu came back and showed them the hat, flipping it over to show both colors. He wasn't just being cruel. Esu's test didn't break their friendship. It just showed them that their bond was so weak it couldn't even survive one misunderstanding. He exposed a crack that was already there, revealing their pride and their inability to see another perspective. He's the force that asks, is your faith, your love, your honor legit? Or is it just waiting for a reason to fall apart? This is way crazier than just good versus evil, right? It's a deep philosophy about choice, perspective, and consequence. So I want to know what you think. Whose role is more insane? The swift justice of Sango or the complex tests of Eshu? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. So what happens after you fail Eshu's test? When the lie is exposed, the promise is broken, or a person's real character is revealed for everyone to see. That's when the skies get dark. That's when you hear the thunder. This is Shango's turf. Eshu's work is subtle and in your head, but Shango's justice is dramatic, terrifying, and you cannot ignore it. When someone who has done something terrible, like a betrayal, breaking an oath, or abusing their power, gets struck by lightning, it's not seen as a random accident. It's seen as the direct judgment of Shango. And get this, the rocks found where the lightning hits, known as Edun Ara, or thunderstones, are considered sacred objects, physical proof of Shango's verdict. These aren't just souvenirs. People use them in shrines because they believe they hold a piece of Shango's insane power. This whole part of his character is tied to his history as the Alaafin of Oyo. People said his temper was as legendary as his power. He ruled with an iron fist, his word was law, and his justice was final. When he became a god, he took that same energy with him. Shango's justice doesn't do gentle warnings or second chances. It's about rebalancing the universe with overwhelming, purifying force. He is the fire that cleanses the problem and the thunderclap that ends all arguments. He is the final, booming word in the cosmic conversation that Eshu starts. So, is it fair to call Shango and Eshu the twin pillars of Yoruba morality? It's a powerful idea, but you have to remember that Yoruba cosmology is this huge, rich, spiritual universe. It has the supreme creator, Olodumare, who is the source of everything, the idea of your own destiny, called Ori, and a whole squad of other Orishas who all have a part to play. Still, the dynamic between Shango and Eshu gives us a crazy powerful way to understand Yoruba ethics. Their relationship teaches that justice happens in two parts, the test and the verdict. Eshu makes sure life isn't simple. He guarantees you'll face challenges where your integrity is tested, and you have to make choices that define who you are. His presence is a constant reminder that good character, or wa pele, isn't something you're born with. It's something you have to build and defend with honesty and patience. Shango, on the other hand, guarantees that those choices actually matter. He represents the deep belief that truth and justice aren't just ideas, but are real, active forces in the world. In a way, you can't fully get one without the other. A world with just Shango's strict justice and no tests from Eshu would be a world of complete tyranny. A world with Eshu's endless tests, but no final judgment from Shango, would feel like pointless chaos. Together, they create this genius moral framework, one that gets how complicated people are, but also insists on the undeniable reality of divine consequence. The story of Shango and Eshu is not a simple rivalry. It is a timeless and insane narrative about how justice actually works. It's a sacred dance between the question and the answer, the crossroads and the final destination, the test of your character and the final, thunderous verdict. Eshu holds up a mirror, forcing you to see who you really are. Sango represents the undeniable consequences that always follow, restoring balance with lightning and fire. Together, they teach us that real justice isn't just about punishment. It's about the entire journey of being held accountable. It's a sophisticated and powerful philosophy, a testament to the incredible wisdom of Yoruba culture. Theirs is not a war, but a divine partnership that gives us a powerful way to think about our own lives, our choices, and their consequences. If you found this journey into Yoruba philosophy as fascinating as we did, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. You will not want to miss our next video, where we'll dive into the intricate tales of the Iyami Osaronga, the powerful mothers of Yoruba spirituality. Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to African Stories.